what we're talking about, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? We stand for liberty. They stand for tyranny in one form or another. And I think we had a couple of good shows this week on that subject. Liberty and tyranny. The original American Revolution versus the counter-revolution that's going on today. And we keep getting lies from our government about this stimulus program. The Associated depressed. The White House seized on an initial report from a government oversight board weeks ago that claimed federal contracts awarded to businesses under the recovery plan already had helped pay for more than 30,000 jobs. Created or saved. The administration said the number was evidence that the stimulus program had exceeded early expectations toward reaching the president's promise of creating or saving 3.5 million jobs by the end of the year. Okay, now let's just stop there. Let's pretend, just for fun, that they're telling the truth, that is, the administration, that they saved or created 30,000 jobs. That's less than 1% of 3.5 million that they'd said they saved by the end of the year. So even if we take their 30,000 number, which is a joke, how can it be said that it's a success when it's less than 1% of the number that they put out? As a matter of fact, the spread between the number they put out, that they'd save or create 3.5 million, and the number of jobs lost, give or take 2.5 million, that's a 6 million spread. Oh, what the hell? We forgot to move the decimal. But the 30,000 figure, here's the point of the story, is overstated. It's overstated by thousands. At the very least by nearly 5,000, or 1 in 6, based on the Associated Press's limited review of some of the contracts, because some federal agencies and recipients of the money provided incorrect job counts. The review found some counts were more than 10 times as high as the actual number of jobs. Some jobs were credited to stimulus spending when, in fact, none were produced. As an example, a Colorado company said it created 4,231 jobs with the help of President Obama's economic recovery plan. Actually, the number is fewer than 1,000. A child care center in Florida said it saved 129 jobs with the help of stimulus money. Instead, it actually gave pay raises to its existing employees. Now, what the hell are we, the federal taxpayers, doing giving pay raises to people who work at child care centers in Florida? Elsewhere in the U.S., some jobs credited to the stimulus program were counted 2, 3, 4, or even more times. Oh, I can't wait for this national health care. Hey, we're going to save or protect millions of lives. 3.5 million. 30,000. But we'll count certain bodies 3 or 4 or 5 or more times. God help us. No. There you have it. The stimulus is a failure. In fact, it has slowed down recovery. It has killed jobs. It has killed businesses. It has killed the housing market. It has been a complete flop. But that doesn't stop Obama. The genius that he is, with the Obama recovery, the jobless recovery, the homeless recovery, the business-less recovery, the investment-less recovery, the consumer-less recovery. Here we have a recovery, and yet no one benefits. Isn't this cool? Anyway, here's Obama today when that 3.5% GDP figure came out, when 1.7% of that is that phony clunker thing. Cut 9, go.
I am gratified that our economy grew in the third quarter of this year. We've come a long way since the first 3 months of 2009, when our economy shrunk by an alarming 6.4%. In fact, the 3.5% growth in the third quarter is the largest 3-month gain we have seen in 2 years. This is obviously welcome news and an affirmation that this recession is abating and the steps we've taken have made a difference.
Great job there, Barack. It's made a huge difference to most Americans. Hasn't it? No, I don't think so. Why don't you run on your economic record? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest recovery since the Great Depression. Now, without growing jobs, growing businesses, or home ownership. But it's still a great recovery. Take my word for it. Hey, honey, remember that date I promised you in New York to go to the play? Let's go. Hello, Mr. Obama. General McChrystal, we have tens of thousands of men and women on the battlefield. I need a decision. I need reinforcements. Thinking about it. Come on, honey. Let's go see the play. I promised you I'm a good husband. You stink as a commander-in-chief. You stink as a man responsible for trying to uphold our market system and our liberty. But don't worry, he's a good husband. They got a nice little garden in the backyard there and a swing set. The missus, her biceps are nice and muscular, I read. Don't worry, everything's going swimmingly. Do you remember how they trashed Ronald and Nancy Reagan? Brutally trashed them. She was offered and used and returned these gowns. And there was a recession when he came to office, and they kept making fun of her and attacking her. How can you wear these designer gowns in the middle of a recession? Does Michelle Obama get treated that way? No. She's the designer's friend. In fact, she's the greatest living person to ever wear clothing. She's cool. Look at that outfit. Wait a minute. It's 10% out of it. The hell with that. Look at the outfit. Oh, that's a nice outfit. I forgot. Yes. George Bush. Both Bushes play golf. Here we are in the middle of the war. And here they are, the Bushes, playing golf. Now, Barack Obama has played more golf than both of them combined for the same period of time. But don't worry, he gets a hell of a lot done on the golf course. Yeah, he's really good at that. Oh, okay, sorry. And what about this let him eat cake? Obama keeps every weekend bringing in a new group. Earth, Wind, and Fire and Stevie Wonder. You don't understand. They're really couth. This is about arts. They bring these people in to promote the arts. Not for themselves and their own entertainment. You've got it all wrong. And by the way, this is a historic moment. Another one? Yes, it is. He's for the arts. He's for athletics. She's for clothing. These are all good things. Mr. Obama, General McChrystal's at the door. We still have those men and women in uniform on the battle. I'm busy. I'm pushing health care now. There's so much to do and so little time to do it. Those troops on the battlefield, they have to wait. I've got my agenda and they have theirs. Did I put them there? No, that's Bush's fault. It's Bush's fault. I'm not here to just deal with the Bush stuff. No, I'm here to do good stuff. I'm transforming America. I'm remaking it. Now, what's more important, my ideological agenda or those young men and women on the battlefield? Oh, I get it. Okay. Is this not the sickest government you've ever seen? Are these not the most perverse people you've ever seen? I'm not making light of it. I'm ridiculing them. I'm ridiculing what they stand for, what they're doing to this country. I'm ridiculing the fact that they have no compassion for the people who deserve it, the young men and women who volunteer to defend this nation. They have no compassion for the people who make this country work, small businessmen and women, you and me, employers and employees, who work every day, who work for a living, who pay enormous taxes. No compassion, no thought about us. None.